Albert Vendrell of the province of Barcelona. So he's the head of the local energy management support team and also of the environmental services department in the Provincial Council of Barcelona. And he will talk more on the legal challenges for municipalities that lie ahead when we talk about energy communities. So Albert, please go ahead.
Okay, thanks. And thanks for the invitation. I'm coming from the Barcelona province. It's not really a municipality, so we are a second level local administration that we help our municipalities to implement policies. So, excuse me, Chris, the slides I have to ask for going. Okay, so next.
Yes, Eva will.
Eva, okay, yeah. Eva, please. Next slide. So, and from last year, one of the main priorities of our municipalities, it was to start working with energy communities, mainly because they and we see as a key element for the energy transition and to make it more fair and participatory. And next slide, please. And also because in Spain and in Catalonia, we face, so we are in an opportunity scenario after like a walk in the desert that it was the PV market for 6-7 years because of the legislation that it was with this tax on the sun and so on. Then the things started to change in 2019. There was this Spanish law that allowed the self-consumption and also to share PV in 500 meters. It's like it is right now. They are talking about enlarge this distance, but at least within this 500 you can share the PV production. And then a Catalan law from last year that also said that in PV and aeolic parks, the bigger ones, 20% of the ownership of these parks must be offered to the local community. It means citizens, companies, energy communities, and local administration. So from this legal point of view, it's an opportunity. The energy community, it's the moment now, but we still face some clouds in the regulation because the Spanish government has not a specific legislation on energy communities. So we are doing in somehow as we can, but there is not a set regulation, but it will come, we hope, because the directives are there and they have to be transposed. And then we are also in a good scenario in terms of funding. There is this next generation funds that quite a lot of them have been dedicated to energy transition and also specifically to energy communities in Spain. And then as a province, we also launched this year a 50 million euros call to implement PV, biomass, and so on. And you will see then how it has helped to energy communities. Next, please, Eva. Our support, the support that we provide to our municipalities, it's technical and legal support. We do feasibility studies, executive projects to tender the installations. Also, the legal documents to create the community and also to manage the community. Then we have some specific, some generic guides on specific topics that everybody can download from the web. Because while working, we have been facing some specific points that needed more clarification. So we have some guides, legal guides mainly, and also we have created a map of the whole province with the potential of the roofs for PV installation of all types of roofs, not just municipal buildings. And now also we are preparing one for the ground for PV on ground. And then this economical support, this renovables, it's in Catalan, renovables 2030 call that it is 50 million euros. Next, please. As I said, it started in 2021. Yes, and it's a work in progress, our support with the communities. So far, we have provided 40 technical supports to our municipalities. The types of communities that we have been supporting, or the creation, we are supporting the creation of those communities. Some of them are in industrial areas, because now I said before that it's a matter of fairness and of the energy transition, but now it's also a matter of money. I mean, because here in Spain the energy has tripled the price, and now, especially in some industrial areas, they are really worried about this, because some of the industries will have to close because the energy consumption, it has become the first cost of the industry. So now they are very much looking into ways of reducing the energy cost. So this industrial, then we have also some citizens. We call it with low profile of the municipality. You will see later what does it means. But so energy communities in residential areas led by citizens, cooperatives, also other communities led by the municipality itself, and then we have some mixture of models. And this economical support, as I told you, it's at the end, we have funded 75 projects so far. It's maybe we still have some money left to make the call bigger. We have to talk with our economical department, but so far now we have funded 75 projects up to 15 million euros for energy communities. Next, please. And the main challenges that we have detected with our support to our municipalities, they are not technical, although the electric distributors in Spain are not helping at all with this energy communities development. They are putting all the hurdles, the bigger ones, all the hurdles that they can, but that's not, I mean, that's not a technical, it's a matter of will. And we hope the regulators will force them to follow the law and to do their part in this development. Also not economical, I told you, we are now in a moment where there's a lot of money on the table to implement energy investments for energy transition. The main challenges that we have found, there's the role of the municipalities. As a public administration, we are obliged by the public procurement law and the public administration law, and that makes the things more complicated, at least more slow to develop, and it's an area of that it's very, it's moving very fast. So if how the municipality can join this process with the slowness of the public administration, at least here in Spain. Then the other challenge is the governments and the management of these energy communities. In a lot of cases, it's a bottom-up process with it comes from the citizens, but it's also very complicated. So I mean, because you have to deal with energy markets and a lot of administration permissions and things. So it cannot be just based on voluntaries or just not, or based just on not professionals. So that's one of the challenges. And then and one that we just can't wait for it, because we cannot do anything to solve it, because it has to come from the Spanish government. But we would like to have a legal framework of energy communities, a clear one, not that it's on the directives, on the European directives, but not on our Spanish legal framework. So that would help. And with all these challenges, what we have achieved, it's to develop 3 main models that are being implemented, and are becoming a reality right now in our province. It's, please, Eva, the next one. It's I will show you two models. I'm sorry because the picture is in Catalan, but I will explain you on based on it. I didn't have time to translate it. Sorry. It's the one that we call as energy community led by the municipality. We have some of them already implemented in Barcelona province and also in the rest of Catalonia. We call it energy community because it's a project of the municipality and of the community of the people in the municipality that it's not really, it has not a legal entity as energy community. It's a shared PV where the municipality built one or two or three or as many as it can afford PV installations on their buildings, and it shares it with the citizens. Then it has to do a tender, a public tender, where the criteria to join this energy production is set, and then everybody can apply, everybody in the municipality around these 500 meters I told you around the installation can apply to get some energy for this installation. In these cases, some of the criteria are based on energy poverty. I mean, you have the priority if you have problems to pay your bill. So it's a way of make it more fair, as I told you before. And that's quite, it's now, as I told you, quite a lot of municipalities are trying this way because we already have the models. We already have some experiences that are working, and you can do this shared PV with, it's already on the law, so no problem to do it. I mean, no problem. Yes, it's I mean, it's complex because you have to build this tender and so on, but it's already working. And the next one, please. And this one, it's different, but we also have in our province, I think it's almost 40 that they already they have already started and they have already become energy community. It's but this one is not led by the municipality, but by the citizens. And here the role of the municipality is to, yeah, at least at the beginning, to offer them some talks from people who has already done it, to offer some rooms in the municipality for them to start creating the cooperative. But it's a purchase cooperative. We have it here for I don't know, biological products of the agriculture. So also we have it for energy, and here it's the cooperative is the one that will own the installations, will look for money to implement the installations, and then will sell the energy to its members, and then the rest of energy it has to sell it to the energy market. And this is a legal entity. I mean, this is really a real energy community if you look at the directives. And with this as a legal entity, then you can apply for funds and so on. But that's the thing that I told you before. It cannot just be relied on the operation of this on non-professional people, because it's really complex. So, or whether the cooperative pays an existing energy cooperative that could be Soma Energia, for example, or another one, or something else happens. And this in the left down part of the slide is this something else happen. Is this they are thinking to create a second degree cooperative with professionals that will have all these energy cooperatives to do this part on the energy market, to do this part, the billing of the billing of the electricity to their members, and so on and so on. So now it's being created in one part of Barcelona province called Osona County, that they are much further on this energy transition and the energy cooperatives. And as I told you, this is here the municipality has a low profile because they really want to have it. I mean, because as I told you before, if a public administration it's part of this, then at least here in Spain, it's getting complicated. But there is this third model that I don't have a slide for it because it's difficult to put on a slide, but this is a mixed one. What does it mean? That what now they are doing, because we had this, this funding call, is that they found the legal way to lend so the municipality can lend a PV installation to the energy cooperatives. It's legal, and what happens is that they apply, the municipality apply for our funds, because our funding call is just for municipalities, not for citizens. The municipality applies for our funds. The municipality builds the PV plant on their roofs, and then lend it to the citizens cooperatives. That is the one that operates the plant and the one that sells the energy, and so on and so on. And then the municipality is just one member more, another member of the community, but not having a living role on it. That would be the mixed model, and that's the 2-3 models that we have found that can try to solve some of the challenges that I told you before. The legal one, how I create a cooperative, or how I create an energy community, and then how I operate this community, and that's all. The next one, just it's to say goodbye.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Albert.